Russia, a land so vast that it defies imagination, stretching from the icy shores of the Arctic Ocean to the temperate beaches of the Black Sea, from the rugged peaks of the Caucasus to the endless Siberian tundra. It's not merely a country, it's a world unto itself, a place where nature reveals both its gentlest and most brutal faces, where history whispers from crumbling fortresses and glacial winds carry stories older than time. To understand Russia, one must first grasp its scale. Covering over 17 million square kilometers, it spans 11 time zones. The sun rises over Vladivostok while it still sleeps in St. Petersburg. Its terrain shifts from the fertile plains of the Volga to the desolate frost of Siberia, from lush forests that seem to breathe with ancient life to the calm, mirror-like surface of Lake Baikal, the oldest and deepest freshwater lake on Earth. Baikal alone holds 1/5 of the world's unfrozen freshwater. Its waters are so clear that you can see over 40 meters deep. Locals call it the Sacred Sea, believing its depths contain the spirit of the planet itself. Journeying across this country feels like crossing epochs. In one moment, you're wandering through Moscow's Red Square, where history and grandeur meet beneath the shimmering domes of St. Basil's Cathedral. Next, you're gliding across frozen rivers lined with birch trees, hearing nothing but the soft crackle of ice beneath your boots. Russia is filled with contrasts, of wealth and wilderness, of opulent palaces and forgotten villages swallowed by snow. In the far north lies Murmansk, a city bathed in the ethereal glow of the aurora borealis. During the long polar nights, the sky dances in ribbons of green and violet, while silence blankets the earth. The northernmost port city in the world, Murmansk remains ice-free year-round thanks to warm ocean currents, a small miracle in the midst of frozen desolation. Travel further east and you reach Kamchatka, a volcanic peninsula where fire meets ice. Over 300 volcanoes, 29 of them active, pierce the sky, their plumes of smoke twisting into the cold blue air. Brown bears wander along hot springs and geysers erupt from beneath the snow, as though the earth itself were alive and restless. And yet, Russia is not only defined by wilderness. Its cities, too, hold a peculiar charm, grand, melancholic, and undeniably alive. St. Petersburg, built by Tsar Peter the Great, was intended as Russia's window to the West. Today, it remains one of the most elegant cities in the world. Its canals reflect golden facades, and bridges rise gracefully above the Neva River. At night, the White Nights phenomenon bathes the city in perpetual twilight, a surreal glow that inspired poets and painters for centuries. In contrast, Moscow stands as the pulsating heart of Russian identity, modern, monumental, and constantly in motion. The Kremlin walls have seen empires rise and fall, yet their red bricks remain unmoved, guarding the legacy of a nation both proud and scarred. Beyond the cities, endless roads lead to the secret corners of this vast land, places few have seen and fewer still understand. In the Altai Mountains, rivers carve through emerald valleys, and meadows bloom under skies untouched by pollution. Locals speak of hidden lakes that change color with the seasons, and of ancient petroglyphs etched into cliffs thousands of years ago. To them, nature is sacred, alive with spirits of ancestors and gods. The Ural Mountains, often called the natural border between Europe and Asia, hold another mystery. Deep within these slopes lie mineral riches, gold, platinum, and gemstones, but also secrets of prehistory. Fossils and strange artifacts unearthed here hint at civilizations that might have existed long before recorded time. Travelers often describe a feeling of being watched by the mountains themselves, as though the stones remember every step that crosses them. And then there's Siberia, that vast and enigmatic heartland. For many, the word evokes exile and cold, but those who know it speak instead of purity and freedom. Its forests, known as the taiga, stretch farther than the eye can see, an ocean of pines and firs. In winter, temperatures drop below -50 degrees Celsius, yet life persists. The Siberian tiger prowls silently through the snow, one of the most majestic and endangered creatures on Earth. In spring, rivers swell with melting ice, flooding valleys with new life. Villages reawaken, smoke curling from wooden chimneys, the smell of pine and frost mingling in the air. Far to the east lies Yakutsk, known as the coldest inhabited city in the world. Here, buildings stand on stilts to keep them from melting the permafrost below. In January, when the temperature drops below -60 degrees Celsius, cars freeze solid, and even your breath crystallizes in midair. Yet despite the cold, people live with warmth in their hearts. Festivals fill the frozen streets with laughter, and bonfires light up the endless night. The diversity of Russia's geography gives rise to equally diverse cultures. Indigenous peoples like the Nenets, Buryats, and Evenks maintain traditions that have endured for centuries. They herd reindeer, hunt under the northern lights, and sing songs that echo across frozen plains. In their worldview, nature is not a backdrop. It is a living, breathing force, worthy of respect. Their knowledge of the land is profound. They read snowdrifts, track animal migrations, and predict weather with instincts sharpened by generations of survival. But Russia's beauty is also haunted by its past. The remnants of the Soviet era still stand, massive concrete monuments to ambition and tragedy. In abandoned towns beyond the Arctic Circle, time has stopped. Rusting trains sit on frozen rails. Propaganda posters fade beneath layers of ice. It's a chilling reminder that even empires can crumble before nature's indifference. Yet amid all this vastness in history, there are moments of quiet poetry. The sound of wind sweeping across the steppe, the sight of a lone monastery reflected in still water, the way the morning mist lifts from a Siberian river like breath from the earth itself. For travelers, Russia isn't just a destination. It's an experience of magnitude, a confrontation with scale and solitude that humbles the soul. As spring thaws the land, color returns. Wildflowers paint the meadows, and rivers break free from ice. The Trans-Siberian Railway, the longest continuous railway line in the world, carries passengers from Moscow to Vladivostok, a journey spanning over 9,000 kilometers. Through the train's window, one watches the seasons change, villages flicker by like memories, and horizons stretch endlessly. It's more than travel, it's time travel, a meditation on distance and destiny. The secrets of Russia aren't all hidden in the wild. Beneath Moscow lies an entire subterranean world. Metro stations so ornate they resemble royal palaces. Marble pillars, mosaics, and chandeliers line the tunnels, earning it the nickname, the Underground Museum. Each station tells a story, celebrating art, victory, or revolution. Riding the Moscow Metro is like gliding through a timeline of human achievement, carved in stone and light. Meanwhile, in the Far East, Vladivostok gazes across the Pacific, a city of bridges, sea winds, and maritime energy. Few realize it lies closer to Tokyo than to Moscow. It's a crossroads of Asia and Europe, where Russian and Asian cultures blend seamlessly. From here, you can watch the sunrise over the Sea of Japan, the first light touching Russian soil each morning. But perhaps the greatest secret of all lies not in a hidden cave or ancient ruin, but in the way Russia transforms those who visit it. Its immensity forces introspection. Its silence teaches patience. Its unpredictability demands respect. For every frozen landscape, there is warmth. For every desolate steppe, there is a heartbeat of life. The land teaches that beauty can coexist with hardship, that strength is not always loud. In the Kamchatka Peninsula, the wilderness feels primordial. Helicopters are often the only way to reach the most remote valleys, where bears fish in steaming rivers and the earth breathes through fumaroles. The Valley of Geysers, hidden deep within a volcanic canyon, erupts with astonishing regularity. Fountains of boiling water shooting into the frigid air, releasing clouds that blur the boundary between land and sky. It's a place that feels untouched by modern time, where every sound, every rush of steam and crackle of snow reminds you of the raw force beneath the Earth's crust. There are legends that certain valleys in Kamchatka are forbidden, said to be sacred grounds of the spirits. Hunters speak of lights dancing above the ridges, of voices in the wind calling from nowhere. Whether truth or myth in Russia, the line between them often dissolves. The unseen world feels closer here, as if nature itself is always watching, aware of your presence. In Kaliningrad, a small Russian enclave on the Baltic Sea, the architecture tells stories of shifting borders and forgotten empires. Once the Prussian city of Königsberg, it carries layers of German, Polish, and Russian heritage within its cobbled streets. The ruins of the old cathedral, bombed during World War II, stand as a somber reminder of history's tides. And yet, amid all that history, the amber beaches glow at sunset, waves washing over fragments of fossilized resin that have made this region world famous. Then there's Sochi, Russia's Riviera. Nestled between the Black Sea and the Caucasus Mountains, it's a place of surprising warmth and lushness. Palm trees line the boulevards while snow-capped peaks rise behind them. Locals swim in the sea by morning and ski in the mountains by afternoon. The contrasts are almost poetic, a microcosm of the nation's diversity in a single city. Deep in the forests of the Urals, far from any city, lies the Dyatlov Pass, a name that has haunted explorers for decades. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers perished there under mysterious circumstances, their deaths spawning countless theories, from avalanches to secret military experiments to the supernatural. The forest around it remains eerily quiet, and travelers still describe an uneasy feeling when the wind picks up. It's as though the land remembers what happened and keeps its silence out of respect. But not all mysteries are dark. In the Arctic Circle, near the Yamal Peninsula, reindeer herders guide their animals across vast tundras, living as their ancestors did for thousands of years. They navigate by stars and instinct, building homes of reindeer hide and snow. Their connection to nature is profound, almost telepathic. To them, survival isn't a battle, it's harmony. There are few countries where the soul of the land feels so inseparable from the people. Russians carry a kind of solemn beauty in their expression, resilience mixed with warmth. They understand hardship and hope equally well. It's reflected in their music, in their literature, in the way they drink tea slowly, as if time itself were something to savor.